Funny enough, it was a Channel 4 documentary that gave me the idea for Hibiscus. They very early on, I think maybe early 2000s, late 90s, I can't remember, did a short feature on the Gully Queens.
Tonight on Unreported World, how it's dangerous to be gay in Jamaica.
In Jamaica, there were trans and queer, honestly, children, really. They were really very young. And they were living in the gutters in Jamaica. And on one hand, we're talking the very dregs of society. You couldn't be any lower in Jamaica than being in a gully. But on the other hand, they created their own little world of wonder. It was almost like a Jamaican version of the ballroom scene in Harlem. They found scraps in the trash heap. They found scraps people tossed away and made their own dresses and made their own costumes. I always say it was like the most fabulous Mad Max set ever. And they built this world, but at the same time, every now and then, you get a glimpse of the world that tosses them aside. And you get a glimpse of the world that sometimes comes to them for sex, because there's a lot of sex work that was going on, but use them and toss them away. And there was a character in it who they focused on, and she was trying so desperately to hold on to hope. And she's speaking to the camera saying, I know God have some better plans for me. And she's just crying. And because she has nothing else. All she has is the hope that it must get better than this. And I remember just bursting out crying. And it's funny, I remember years ago, I was explaining this to some people at Channel 4 and actually started crying in the room as well. Because I was just so haunted by that character. So in a lot of ways, Hibiscus was with me before even Millie. And I knew that she would be a character. And I knew I wanted to talk about the very, very high heights of Jamaican society, but the lows as well. When you're in a country like Jamaica, one of the things about colonial societies is in a lot of ways they hold on to stuff that the British may have let go. A society that pushes people to the margins and pushes people into secret then develops people who exploit that, who brutalize that, who victimize people out of that. And that's what the Gully Queens are. And that's who Hibiscus is. The thing about Hibiscus and women and men and boys and girls like them is that they don't have time for your pity. They're too busy surviving and thriving and being fabulous. So, hell, they'll take your money, but you can keep your pity.